What's going on YouTube? Joe Miner 3131 back again with another main slate breakdown for Saturday, November 3rd, 2018. We'll be talking about 11 games here for Saturday. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at Joe Miner 3131. You can follow the channel at DFS Quarry. It's kind of late here, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. We got Edmonton Oilers heading into Detroit to take on the Detroit Red Wings. Edmonton is a visiting minus 135 favorite. And we have an over-under of 6 in this game. Jump in, use the screen share here. That started. Projected starting goalies. Look at here. Look at daily face-off here. The first game, Ottawa Senators, Buffalo, they're not on the slate. They start at 2 p.m. Eastern. So, Edmonton, unconfirmed, but looks like we got Cam Talbot and Jimmy Howard for the Red Wings. Maybe some interest in Cam Talbot here, possibly. We'll see. He's 5-4-1, 2.81 goals per game. Save percentage is a little low, 0.904. Howard's played well. Line combinations here for Edmonton. Bring up the stats. I've, Nugent Hopkins, Connor McDavid. McDavid's expensive, 8,300, but he's worth it, as you see over the last 5 games. He's got 4 goals, 2 assists, 21 shots. I like McDavid. 8,300 is a lot to pay, though. Not sure I'm going to want to pay up here this far. I do like Nugent Hopkins, though. I'm going to have a problem taking a shot on him. Draisaitl's been hot lately, too. Pretty much it here. It's a big slate. Oscar Klefbom, I wouldn't mind him. He's been pretty hot lately, too. He shoots a lot. He's averaging almost 4 shots a game, so 6,100, that's not too bad. Chris Russell, I like him. He definitely blocks shots, man. He's getting nice ice time there, 20 minutes, 4,500 price tag. He'd be all right. And I do have slight interest in Talbot. I have to dig into him just a little bit more. We'll see what else we got here. But the Red Wings, they're hot, man. I think they've won 3 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Red Wings. Yeah, 3 in a row they've won. They're 4-6 over the last 10 games. 34 goals out over the last 10 games, so they're averaging 3.4 goals a game. They're also averaging giving up 4.9 goals a game. But like I said, they've won 3 in a row. They wouldn't be too bad of a play combination-wise. Larkin, the top-line centerman, he's okay. 6,200 price tag. He has a lot of shots. He's got a nice floor there, 21 minutes. He's playing a lot. Definitely playing a lot. 2 goals, 5 assists over the last 5 games. Rasmussen, only given 11 minutes of ice time. He's got 2 goals in the last 5 games. So, Nyquist. I mean, their goals are really spread out here. Tyler Bertuzzi at 3,600. You're getting 15 minutes ice time. That'd be okay. Again, I just don't like these guys on paper. I think they're disgusting. But Chalowski, 5,100. His price come up a lot. I think when we first started playing him, he was right around 3,500, if I'm not mistaken. And I wish he'd go back down there a little more. That'd be nice. I don't have too much interest again in Detroit. You know, whatever, it's going to burn me again, I'm sure. But I mean, maybe the top power play line. Draw some interest there with Larkin and Manta. I might pair them up, man. Larkin and Manta. Uh, really good price there. 10K for both of them together, so that would be okay. But I'm not certain I'm going to go to this game. So let's go ahead and bounce out of here and head over to the next game, Tampa Bay. They're going to run into Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Tampa Bay lost the last game out. They're entitled to lose too, but they're, you know, obviously they're stacked. I think Hedman being out is hurting them. Like to get him back soon, but I like that top line. I think they're definitely in play tomorrow. You know, Tampa Bay is a -123 visiting favorite with the 6 over/under on this. So there's going to be goals here. I look for it to go over the 6. So give me, yeah, definitely give me a shot on that top line. I like that. It's all right. Kucherov is hot, man. I like JT Miller always. Second line, Braden Point, man, he's playing extremely well too. Their minutes are really spread out here, quite equally. Killorn off that third line. That's where I'd end up. As far as the forwards go, it would be the top 2 lines for me. And then Killorn off the third line. That would be it. Defensively, I like McDonough. He's come up in price a lot too, but rightfully so. 5,700. He looks good though. 15 shots and 11 blocks over the last 2 games, throwing a goal and 2 assists. That's fine. Sergachev, he's getting 18 minutes of ice time. He's got 10 shots and 4 blocks over the last 5, so he's interesting there too at 4,100. Braden Coburn, same 3,200. He's in play. See, these guys are on the power play here. McDonough's on the power play. I like that a lot. And Killorn's up there. This whole top power play is affordable. I like that. If you wanted to stack the whole thing and run them in there, you could do that. And Sergachev is getting power play time. So defensively, I would definitely head towards McDonough and Sergachev just because they're both on the power play and they're, you know, they're getting the minutes. That's nice. And goalie, probably going to be Vasilevsky, right? It's yeah, they have projected, but we don't know yet. So, I'm assuming it's Vasilevsky. I got some interest there, maybe. Let's see here. The Canadians over the last 10 games are averaging 4 goals a game. So maybe not too much interest in Vasilevsky. What's Tampa doing here? .2 goals a game over the last 10 games. They're giving up 3.4. So, yeah, I don't really think I have interest in either goalie, Vasilevsky or Carey Price. But let's quick jump over. We'll look at Montreal because I'm going to consider them in play. I do think this game is going to go over the 6. So, we'll see how that works out. But I do think it's going to go over. I mean, I could easily, 4-3 game. I mean, obviously, just based on what each team's given up, you would almost have to assume you're looking at 7 goals. Top line here. I don't ever tend to play Denault at all. I normally just run the pairing of Tatar and Gallagher if I play these guys. And that's where I'd stay again. They're the 2 productive ones on the top line, so I like them. Drouin and Domi is a great stack pair too, so I wouldn't mind going there. If you just wanted to draw 2 off of them, Lehkonen and Kotkaniemi, I wouldn't mind either, pairing them up. But just noticed that they don't really get a ton of ice time here. So, um, they're still in play, though. They're extremely cheap. I wouldn't mind that. Defensively, again, it'd be Petrie for me. I like him. Almost 25 minutes ice time. That's incredible. Noah Yolson, it looks like his time's going away. 2,600. Really don't want to pay 2,600 for 10 minutes ice time, though, defensively. That's about it for me. Petrie defensively. Zayalik, Domi, Druin, Gallagher, Tatar. And it's fine. And again, no carry price for me. Let's go ahead, move on to the next game. We have the New Jersey Devils heading in to take on the New York Islanders. And we have over-under of 6 in this game, with the Islanders being a minus 115 home favorite. Pretty much a pick 'em as far as that goes. Projected goalies. Got Kincaid and Thomas Greiss, but we have nothing confirmed. So we'll have to wait and see on that, but we'll assume it's going to be Kincaid. We'll quick jump over here real quick. Just take a look at the Islanders here. 4-game win streak. They're 6-3-1 over their last 10 games, averaging 3.9 goals a game, and they're giving up 3 goals a game. New Jersey, 5-4-1. They're on a 2-game losing streak. You got scoring 3.4 goals a game, giving up 3.2 goals a game. So we're looking right around that 6 even. Pretty much as a pretty close projection. 6 goals total. So you could go either side here. I don't want the goalies, I don't think, at all. Again, so top line Jersey, Taylor Hall, Nico Hischier, Kyle Palmieri, certainly all in play, with both wingers being quite expensive. At $7,400 for Hall or $7,000 for Palmieri. They're up there in price. They're doable, though. Second line, Travis Zajac. He's all right. Miles Wood shooting the puck quite a lot. Almost 3 shots a game. 4K. That'd be okay. Blake Coleman has 2 goals over the last 5 games on 8 shots. It's quite efficient for being a third-line winger, but, not really a lot of ice time. We're around 15 minutes. Top line gets the ice time, and then it gets split up pretty good the rest of the way out. Down between the second, third line. Brian Boyle's playing about almost 14 minutes off that fourth line at 3,100. Not quite certain you need to go there, though. I mean, this is a 11-game slate. Vatanen, 5,900 defensively. He's earned that price tag. He's averaging over 3 shots a game over the last 5, and he's averaging just under 3 blocks a game. So you're looking at a floor of about 3 points a game for 5,900. You don't need much more than that to get above value. So Vatanen, yeah, he's all right. He's in play. 25 minutes ice time. Andy Green, 23 blocks over the last 5 games. Almost 22 minutes ice time. I like that too. Severson, same. Andy Green's price tag is very intriguing, though, at that 3,800 price tag. I like that a lot. It's good ice time for that price. Will Butcher, 4,100. I like that. Like that a lot. So, yeah, New Jersey's interesting to me. I mean, I played them last time I got burnt. Whatever. I wouldn't mind going right back to the well here, taking another shot on them. And the Islanders, guys, I mean, I showed you their 4-game win streak. They're hot right now. So, I mean, you got to consider them. You might not like playing them. You feel ugly and dirty for doing so, but Who cares? If it's gonna, it's gonna fill your bankroll up, why not take a shot on him? I mean, well, Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, Josh Bailey. Fine, fine, fine. These guys are not going up hardly at all in price. This is incredible, actually. Anders Lee is 6K, Brock Nelson 5,100, Josh Bailey 5,100. Even the second line, you got Anthony Bouvillier, I would assume, something like that. Not much ice time, 13 minutes, almost 13 and a half minutes, 4K. But then you got Matthew Barzal, 4,800, fine. Jordan Eberle, 4,400, fine. I mean, it's a good price. I like that pairing, Barzal and Eberle. Andrew Ladd off that third line, 3,500. That's okay. It's about all I do right there. I'd say though, stay right there. Brian Pollock at 4,400. Nick Leddy at 3,500 defensively. That's okay. Thomas Hickey, 3,100. I think he's on the power play. Look at that, though. I'm all right with all of them. Anders Lee. Yeah, we got Nick Leddy's on a power play, and Ryan Pollock is on a power play defensively. Nicely priced. They're projecting Thomas Greiss to start. Yeah. I don't want no part of him. So there you go. I mean, the Islanders are in play. I like the top line, certainly. And I like that second line pairing of Barzal and Eberle. That's where I would, those five right there, that's where I'd concentrate. And then I like Leddy and Pollock defensively. That's all I got there, that game. Let's get on down through here. Toronto, Pittsburgh. We'll see, I guess, right? Pittsburgh's been disappointing. I can't believe they lost 2 in a row to the Islanders. That's all, whatever. It is what it is, right? See what they've done here. Pittsburgh is on a 2-game losing streak. They're 5-2-3 over the last 10. They're averaging 4.5 goals a game, and they're giving up about 3.5 goals a game over the last 10. Not hard to do when you score 9 goals in a game. And Toronto, we got heading in here. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, right there. They are 6-4 over the last 10. 4.3 goals a game, and they're giving up 3.9 goals a game. So I look for this game here. It's projecting to go over. The 6, Pittsburgh being a minus 145 home favorite. Yeah, I could see it going over. Toronto side, obviously Tavares, Marner, Hyman, fine. I like Kadri and Kapanen both a lot. That's okay. That's it for me. Morgan Riley, I like him. Price is up there at 6,300, but I still think he's in play. Hainsey, Gardner, fine. That'd be it defensively. I don't want any part of Frederick Anderson. I don't think I want to stack the whole power play unit either. It's really, it's them 5, really. And they not even really that much on Zach Hyman. It's really Tavares and Marner paired up off the first line, and Kadri and Kapanen off the second line for me. And again, no Anderson for me, or Sparks if it's in, he happens to play. No goalies in this game for me at all. Depends. It's going to be, just going into it. I mean, we're going to know that it's going to be roughly the same guys. I played Dominic Simone last time out, scored me a goal. That was nice. I'll take it. And I have no problem going right back to the well with these guys. I like the top line, Gensel, Crosby, Simone. Fine. Second line is great too with Hagelin, Malkin, Kessel. Third line, Hornquist off that third line is really nice. Brian Rust is really cheap, 2,900. You need some savings. Winger, you could go there, 2,900 winger. He's getting over 15, almost 60 minutes ice time. That's fine. Rust is in play, certainly. Letang is back. He's 6,400. 20 minutes a game. He's on the power play, so it's fine. Dumoulin, 10 blocks. He's averaging 2 blocks per game over the last 5. Dumoulin's a little interesting at 3,400. Alexiak has been scoring. Really picked it up offensively there. He's 4,500. I'm not going to talk you off any of that. Jack Johnson, I won't talk you off that. This is a power. This top power play unit is it's incredibly strong, but it's incredibly expensive. So, if you take that top power play unit, you're really going to have to look for value and pay down elsewhere. It'll be hard. Second power play unit, I really ain't got much interest in at all. So, really, it's those guys. The top 2 lines for the most part. Letang and Dumoulin, fine. And again, no part of Matt Murray. You know what I mean? Whatever. Yinzer on hockey and I will always disagree on Matt Murray. We are both Pittsburgh Penguins fans, as is JS Minor 87, but Murray's garbage. Period. Enough said on that. Next game up, we got Dallas heading into Washington to take on the Capitals. Capitals are a -148 home favorite here. Dallas is Dallas. We got an over under a 6 in this game. I'm not quite certain about this game. I can see this end up being a stay away for me because I just can't really. I'm not quite sure how it's going to play out here. Dallas has, they broke through. They started winning games on the road. We're excited about that. They're 5-5. They're on a 2-game win streak here over the last 2 games, but over the last 10, they're 5-5 rather. 3.6 goals for over average per game over the past 10, and they're giving up 3.1. So that defense there that we were seeing early on in the year is not there. It's kind of leveled out. That's what's going on here. Teams are leveling out. Washington over the past 10, they're 4-4-2. They lost the last game, giving up 4.3 a game and scoring 4.3 a game. So I guess when we look at it here and project it out, got to think it's going to go over, I guess. So that sort of deters me away from the goalie situation here. I am a fan of Bishop, but giving up that many goals over the past few games, I'm not really interested in that. I'm looking for something better than that. They're really switching shit up here a lot lately, changing things around. So Dallas, I'm going to stay away from completely. If I were going to play them, it's again in Ben for me. And that's pretty much it. Defensively, I always do have interest in Lindell and Klingberg. So it's those 4 guys, period. And we'll get out of here. We'll move on. Not worth talking about in my eyes. I think there's much better plays all over slate. I'm just not going to end up on Dallas at all. And Washington, waiting for it to load here. We obviously are going to have to assume. I didn't look. Price on Ovechkin is probably sky high. He's ranked the top left winger in the league right now. 8K for Ovechkin, so he's right under McDavid price there, but he's obviously in play. If you want to pay up for him, go ahead. With that price, he's not going to have a lot of ownership at all, I wouldn't assume. Kuznetsov, 6,800. Wouldn't have a problem with him. Vrana, just because he's up there, he's scoring. Spreading the ice time out here a little bit. Backstrom, Oshie. I don't ever play Oshie, but, I mean, he's obviously in play. I don't know why I don't play him. I just never seem to go that direction. Lars Eller off that third line is nice. I like that price tag, 4,300 for a centerman. They'll give you the opportunity to get away from paying up for a centerman and putting your money in them wingers. So at 4,300, that would be okay. Defensively, Orlov is playing a lot, 3,300, but not really doing much. Niskanen, 5K. Carlson, 6,600. I guess you could take a shot on either one of them. Niskanen or Carlson, that'd be fine. Braden Holtby. Nah, I don't think I want any part of Braden Holtby. I don't want the goalies here at all either. I'm not really interested in this game, guys. I'll probably scratch this game off, not play anyone from there. Next game up, Minnesota Wild heading into St. Louis, take on the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues is a -121 home favorite. We have a 5.5 over under here in this game. Man, I don't even know what to even think about this game, to be honest with you. I can't see me having any interest here. This 5.5 over under is scaring me. What are they doing here? Minnesota Wild 7-2-1 over the last 10, giving up 3.5, scoring 3.5. The Blues are 4-3-3, 1-2 in a row, giving up 4.1. No, giving up 4.2, scoring 4.1. No, I don't. I really don't have any interest here. I think the interest for me is Dubnyk defensively in the net. He's 7,600. I think my interest is in Dubnyk here. I think that's it from Minnesota. I don't want anybody else. Parisi, Koivu, and Granlund off that second line. That's my interest forward-wise. Defensively, I think there's better plays. Matt Dumba at 5K. Not really. I think there's better defensive plays out there. Better price, better value. So it's Dubnyk in the net for me and the second line, which is Parisi, Koivu, and Granlund. That's it. St. Louis, probably be Allen in the net. No, thank you. No part of Allen. Jared played him the other day. I don't remember what he did, but that's Jared. I'm not playing him. He can play him. Jaden Schwartz, Braden Shen, Vlad Tarasenko. The top line's okay. You can fit them in quite nicely. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Second line. Second line would just be the pairing of O'Reilly and Perron, but Riley 6,600. It's a little expensive, but I mean he's doable. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think I'm more interested in Dubnyk in the entire game than anything else. That's it. Nothing else in that one. Let's move on to the next one. We have the Boston Bruins heading into Nashville to take on the Nashville Predators. The Nashville Predators are a minus 145 home favorite, and we got a 5.5 over under in this one. Boston on the road is not good. Pretty certain of that. Boston is 6-2-2 over the last 10. Averaging 3.7 goals, giving up 2.9. Predators, we are looking at 8-2 over the last 10, 1-2 in a row, scoring 4.6, giving up 3. So I kind of like the Nashville side here. I can't get them right. Whatever, we'll look at Boston real quick. Obviously, these will be some of your more expensive forwards. They got one of the best top lines in all of hockey, if not the best top line in all of hockey. Their prices come down some. Pasternak is holding strong there at 7,300, but I think with Bergeron now being under 7K and Marchand being only 6,400, I think you get them in. I have some interest in Krejci and DeBrusk here. That's, they could score here. That's about it, I think. Defensively, Brandon Carlo. Yeah, Brandon Carlo at 2,800. That's attractive price right there. Torrey Krug, 4,900. Maybe. I like Brandon Carlo at 2,800 though. That's nice. If he plays. Krug is nice too at 5K. I like that. Especially if you want to stack up Nashville and you want to run it back with a player. I wouldn't mind running it back with Torrey Krug. In the net, probably going to be Tuukka Rask. We'll have to watch that too. But either way, they're only giving up, they're both giving up under 2 goals over the last 5 games. So I won't have a problem with either one of them guys in the net. Nashville side, like I said, I never get these guys right, man. But I am on the Nashville side here. I just don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It may stay under. But it is hockey, so then again, it might blow up. So if you're mass multi-entering and you're playing a bunch of different lineups, I mean, even if you're playing 20 lineups, you need to have a Nashville stack in there, I think. This was updated November 1st. We got Colton Sissons up here on that first line with Philippe Forsberg and Ryan Johansson. It's an extremely cheap top line. I like the pairing of Turris and Craig Smith off that second line. Always do. Kevin Fiala off the third line. Still hasn't scored yet. Maybe tomorrow's the day. Defensively, Ryan Ellis is cheap, 4,600. That pretty good price. Yossi's 5,100. That's fair. PK Subban's 5,400. That's fair. Ekholm 4,300. Maybe not so much there. But the other three are obviously in play defensively. There's plays here. I'm liking pairings and not stacks. Like Forsberg and Johansson together, that's good price, fine. And Turris and Smith together, that's nice too. So I'd be all right with either of them. That's pretty much it. You could take a shot. It's probably going to be Rene, right? If it's Pekka Rene, I wouldn't mind a shot there. If it's UC Saros, I don't think I'd go there. But Rene, I would take a shot on, I think. I'll dig into it a little more. Saturdays are my only day off, so I'm pretty busy. So it'll be one lineup day for me. So, I mean, Rene's probably a top 3 goalie on the slate so far, I think. So I wouldn't have a problem heading that direction. Next game up, Chicago Blackhawks heading into Calgary to take on the Calgary Flames. Calgary is a minus 135 home favorite. We have an over-under of 6 in this game. I think we're all in play. Both sides here. I don't think I want any goalie here. I mean, Crawford's been playing okay, but I don't think I would have shot on him here tomorrow, and I don't want Mike Smith. So, they don't have Kane in here. Maybe we got to check on that. I know he missed the other day because he was sick, but if Patrick Kane's in, I got way more interest in Chicago. If he's not, I really don't have much interest in Chicago at all. So I'm hoping he's in. DeBrincat and Taves, that's fine. Brandon Saad, that's fine. Anisimov, that would be okay, but I want Kane up here. Patrick Kane in here instead of Chris Kunitz. If it's Kane, we're golden. Much better for the second line. Third line at 14 is fine. It doesn't get a whole lot of ice time, so for me, it's more GPP and not much cash direction. But for that, unless I need a filler and he fits the fill price, fine. Yokohara, 4,300 defensively would be okay. Duncan Keith, 4,600, that's fine. Just Chicago's affordable, and the Roque plays in an okay spot. So if you're looking for fillers, I think that's where I'd come for this, other than the DeBrincat and Taves pairing, unless I can get Kane in here with that second line, and then I would like more of that. And like I said, I don't want no goalies here, I don't think. Calgary, we'll talk about them here a second. Bounce over here and see what they're doing real quick. And Flames 6-3-1, 1-3 in a row, averaging 4.74, giving up 4.7. Wow, that's a ton of goals that they're giving up. Blackhawks averaging 4.34 goals. They're scoring 4.3 goals per game, giving up 5.1. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Calgary is definitely in play. Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm, all right around 6,500 for 6,500 for Monahan. Lindholm was 64. Gaudreau is 69. That's great. Kachuk, Backlund, Furlik off that second line. Furlik ain't really getting the ice time here. Ice time is way down, right around 13 minutes. So it's really the pairing Kachuk and Backlund. I'll let Furlik out of there. I'll let that off for certain. James Neal, he's getting almost 15 and a half minutes ice time. He's getting more ice time. 3,800 is a good price. That's it. It's all for me. It's really Kachuk and Backlund and that top line. Gaudreau, Monahan, and Lindholm. Defensively, Giordano, he's up there in price now, 6,500, but he's shooting a lot, almost 4 goals a game and averaging a block a game, or 4 shots on goal a game, rather. Let me say that. And that block. So you're looking at about 2.5 on the floor. 6,500. Be tough for him to get there. But he has he's averaging an assist a game too, so he'd be right there. It'd be close. I think Giordano's in play if you want to go up that much for defenseman, but I think Letang is 6,400, so I have more interest in Chris Letang. Noah Hannafin, he's in play, 3,600, cheap. It's all I'd want defensively. And like I said, Mike Smith, no way, man. Can't do it. Without a doubt. I'm not going to go there at all. Next game up, Carolina Hurricanes heading into Las Vegas to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is a minus 150 home favorite. We got 5.5 over under here. I don't really have much here, to be honest. I think I'll go completely different direction. Carolina here. Carolina is 5-5 over the last 10. They lost 2 in a row. Only scoring 3.6 and giving up 3.4. And as far as Vegas goes, they're 4-5-1 over the last 10. Only scoring 3, 4, and 3.9 they're giving up. I don't have nothing here. If you want to play these guys, the top line with Sebastian Aho, Teravain, and Michael Furland, I'd look in that direction. That'd be okay. Jordan Stahl and Justin Williams, I like them off the second line. I really don't care for Foegele too much. I'd be Stahl and Williams. Svechnikov off the third line is a good price at 3,500. As is, Martinook, that'd be okay, but nothing for me really here. Dougie Hamilton, 5,500. Justin Falk, that'd be okay. In the net, I don't know who it's going to be. I think it's, I don't know. I don't think Scott Darling started tonight, so maybe him. I don't have any interest in the goalies. Vegas side, I get interest in. I got interest in Fleury already if he's starting in the net for Vegas. Carolina seems to be in a little bit of a slump right now. So, I think we can target them with the goalie here. So, yeah, I do got interest in Fleury. Definitely. Offensively, again, it's not like Vegas is doing much of anything offensively either. But if I'm going to take a shot on Fleury, I wouldn't mind running, a pairing with Fleury. So if I'm going to do that, I wouldn't mind going up here and getting, Marchessault with Riley Smith. That would be okay. I'm not a big fan of Holla, so I won't play him much. But Alex Took is just out of control. Great floor right now. So Took is in play for me. That's it for the forwards. GPP shot on Ryan Reeves if you want to go there, 2,600. Defensively, Colin Miller at 3,800. Man, he'll pay that off. Shouldn't have a problem at all. Shea Theodore, same thing. I like him. Derek England is cheap, 2,800. Working his way back from injury. And like I said, Fleury's interesting. So, yeah, I got some interest there in Vegas. I'm not certain how many people will go there. Should be low owned. So I won't mind taking a shot there. Columbus heading into Los Angeles to take on the Kings. Another 5.5 over under. Columbus is a minus 106 visiting favorite. I don't have much interest in this game at all. I think it's going to be a Columbus win, but um, don't necessarily see the goals being scored here. Probably going to be Bobrowski in the off in the net for Columbus, and Jack Campbell in the net for Los Angeles. So nothing there goalie wise for me. Uh, if you want to play Columbus, I won't talk you off of it. Cam Atkinson, Artemi Panarin, you know what I mean? Panera Bread, sure, why not? The bread man, he's all right. Shooting a puck a ton, man. Almost 5 shots a game. So yeah, these guys are okay. Bo Jenner centering up that second line. He's a nice play. Wouldn't mind pairing him up with either one of the wingers. That would be fine. Um, they spread out minutes here a good bit. Wingberg on the third line, 15.5 minutes. That would probably be it for me. Werenski and Seth Jones defensively. I like that pairing. That would be okay. And like I said, no goalie for me here. Bobrovsky is 8,100. That's insane. Los Angeles, real quick, I'll just jump right in there, jump right out because you won't know. I will never play Los Angeles. I mean, I know they won, put up 4 goals or something like that the other night. I'm just no interest at all. Iafallo, Kopitar, Dustin Brown, Carter, Toffoli, Pearson, Ilya Kovalchuk is on that third line now. Left winger on the third line. See how many minutes they're getting. Kopitar, Brown, Carter, Toffoli, yeah. Pearson, not so much. Kovalchuk, yes. Kovalchuk, yes. Yeah, I like that a lot. Kovalchuk off that third line. He might sneak past people, so maybe there if you want to go there. Their defense is pretty cheap. Drew Doughty, 5,200. I don't know if I necessarily go there. I'd go to Martinez, I think, first at 4,100. That's it. And Campbell, no, thank you. Not there for that one. And last and final game we got for the night on the slate. Finally made it to the end. We got the Philadelphia Flyers still out there on the West Coast floating around, taking in the San Jose Sharks in San Jose. San Jose is a minus 165 home favorite. We got an over-under of 6. Props to Jared. I was so excited about San Jose the other night, man. I loaded up on them thinking, yeah, dig it. Get this late night hammer. Burnt me, man. Their lines are all screwed up. So San Jose is 5-2-3. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Over the last 10 games, they're scoring 4.2 goals a game, but they're giving up 4 goals a game. No interest in Martin Jones at all. Philadelphia, actually my local team, Philadelphia. I hate them. Why can't I find them? Oh, right there they are. They are 5-5. 4 goals a game for. 5 goals a game against. So San Jose, I mean, like I said, numbers wise, obviously in play. And we'll look here. Philly, Guru, Coutier, fine. That's all I want off the top line. Voracek off the second line. Patrick. Yeah, it would be Nolan Patrick and Jakub Voracek for me off that second line. Wayne Simmons off the third line. That would be it. Daniel Weiss has 10 shots in the last 5 games. He's only 2,700 at left winger. So he's only getting just under 13 minutes of ice time, but I guess If you need a GPP play, he'd be there. Defensively, Provorov is under 5Ks, only 4,800, 13 blocks, 10 shots. He's there. I wouldn't mind that. Ghost Despair. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. 5,200. I think I'm more on Provorov, though, and take that 400 savings. If I needed it, I would go there. Possibility was Sanheim. But that would be it here. No, Jared. I do not play Brian Elliott. I think it worked out the other night for him too, man. When San Jose burnt me, crushed me, just ridiculous, man. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why, that San Jose is doing this shit, dude. This is absolutely ridiculous. I understand Joe Thornton, get it. Again, I want to get into this rant again about these idiots, but the hell's wrong with this coach, man? I mean, seriously, what in the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, that line of Meyer, Hurdle, and Couture was absolutely crushing. They were absolutely crushing, and he had to split them up. Whatever, man. I still like Timo Meyer. It's it off that first line for me. I like Hurdle and Couture as a pairing off the second line. I don't like LeBanc. I like Jonas Donskoy and Evander. I like the third line. It's cheap. Not much ice time, though, other than Kane. So I wonder where Kane is running to get most of his ice time. Looks like Kane is getting some ice time possibly on that second line. But I wonder if he's still running the left wing or not. I have to dig into that. I don't know, man. That's it. So for me, these forwards here, I think the third line is the better play in a large field GPP as a stack. Big, giant GPP, and just hope that line absolutely crushes. But if you just want to come in here for a cash game at all, I think it's Hurdle and Couture. Yeah, I think that's where you have to absolutely direct your attention right now. I understand Timo Meyer, but I don't like him up there on that first line with them guys. I don't know how much ice time he's getting with them clowns up there, man, but I think that's just absolutely ridiculous. I hate it. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, I like Hurdle and Couture. They're my targets. Defensively, obviously, it's Burns, it's Vlasic, it's Carlson. Those are your guys. Justin Braun, 3,100. Fine. In the net, no Jones. So that's it, guys. That's my big slate breakdown. 11 games. It's 11:45 Eastern time. I'm going to skip out on the game tonight. I'll just give you a quick overview, rundown of what I'm thinking here. Quick breakdown, I guess. I got some interest in Edmonton. Wouldn't mind going there. I'll dive into them a little more. I like Tampa Bay too. Again, I'm on the side of New Jersey with this one. I expect Tampa Bay game. I expect that game to go over. Jersey, I expect that game to go over. Toronto, Pittsburgh, I expect that game to go over. I like Toronto, Pittsburgh if you can fit them in as a game stack. It can be hard, quite expensive. I hope it's not the homerism in me, but I lean more towards the Pittsburgh side of Toronto, Jersey side of their game, Tampa side against Montreal, Edmonton against Detroit. I'm on them. those four sides. Dallas and Washington, that over under 6, I expect that to go over 2. I'm on the side of Dallas. I really like Dallas here in a 5-2 win. Minnesota, St. Louis, no interest. It's 5.5 over and nothing there. Boston, Nashville, can't get a read on it, but I think I'm leaning Nashville. But that 5.5, I don't necessarily know. I just don't know how that game is going to play out, if it's going to score enough goals for us to benefit off of anything there. Probably won't play anything there. The second 4 games here that we're looking at, like Dallas, Washington, really not drawing me. Minnesota, St. Louis, not drawing me in. Boston, Nashville, not drawing me in. I like the Chicago, Calgary. I'm more there. Both sides of that game with none of the goalies. I expect that to go over the 6. I lean towards Calgary for the win at home. Carolina, Vegas. I'm all on the Vegas side there, but I think it's Fleury with a pairing for me. So I like that. I didn't mention Dubnyk as a possible goalie also, and Rene as a possible goalie. Definitely wouldn't mind going that direction on both of those guys. It's weird. It's just a little bit of a weird slate, but there's tons of plays. Carolina, Vegas, like I said, Fleury, obviously, and the pairing. And Columbus, Los Angeles, that'll be a write-off for me. Philly, Dallas, I'm not sure yet which way I'm going to go with that one. San Jose. Yeah, Philly, San Jose. What am I thinking? I don't know. Like I said, this San Jose is I like just the pairing of Couture and Hurdle. So that's it, guys. I mean, there's plays here. I'm still up in the air on total direction I want to go, man. I really got a lot of interest spread out here. Maybe I'm going to try to hit up and get, a couple pairings from a couple different games. I might have to build 2 lines instead. 2 lineups. Either way. That's what I got, guys. So it's Friday night. It's almost midnight. And Jared's still in Peru. I think he'll be back Sunday. I don't know if he'll be back Sunday in time to do the breakdown, or if he won't be back until the Monday night breakdown. We'll take a look. I didn't put out a video for yesterday. I apologize for that. It was only 2 games. I mean, I don't see the point in talking about 2 games. It was quite simple. I was shooting the shit there on Twitter with Mitch a little bit, talking about, the single game, the showdown games, or whatever they call them. I like the setup on DraftKings better than FanDuel. A little easier. So I've been trying a couple different things, looking into them. So we get a smaller slate here coming up. We'll get one coming up over the next few days. Should have a little better idea of how I think I would play them overall for the most part on a consistent basis. So we will get into that a little bit and talk about them showdown games. And when Jared gets back on with me, we are going to get into breaking down with a lot more of the using Corsi stats and Fenwick stats. So we're going to get into that a little bit more because we had some questions on that previously. And getting a better understanding of it. A lot of it's going to make sense a lot more because it's the way we watch the game and not necessarily the way the game is scored. So with that being said, guys, stay tuned. Check out future videos here. I know it's a big football weekend. Most guys go out there and play football. If you're into that kind of stuff, you play football or you're playing NBA, good luck to you. Just remember, keep sharing, keep liking, keep coming back.